The new popular survival game Fortnite is taking over on OSU campus. We're here today to find out what all the fuss is about. Let's meet our panelists today.
I'm Ibo Misager. I'm a senior here at Ohio State.
I'm Jason, and I'm a senior at Ohio State.
I'm Tyler Beamer, and I'm a senior at Ohio State.
I'm Human, and I'm a third year.
Awesome. So how many of you are familiar with the game Fortnite, and to what extent are you involved with the game?
So one of my roommates and a few of his other friends come over to my house literally every day and play Fortnite. Like one day he played Fortnite from like 4 o'clock to like 10 p.m. And that's all he did. Like it's amazing to me like how encapsulated you can be with one game. So it's just like, I don't get it because the game looks so boring and simple. So I just don't get the appeal at all.
So, Fortnite, basically, it's like this vehicle is going over an island. It's like, meow, and then they drop off 100 people, meow, and then like they all kill each other, and like the first that is left alive wins. I don't really get it. People like put it up on their Snapchat stories and everything, like, "Oh, dude, I won this game." I'm like, okay, cool, dude.
I've never played it, so I don't even know. What is Fortnite?
Well, it sounds like Jason's pretty familiar with it. Could you just give us a little bit of overview of how the game works?
Yeah, so basically what the game developers have laid out for everybody is that 100 players end up on this vehicle or plane, whatever, and they parachute down onto the island. And the island is just filled with health potions, Band-Aids, ammo, and weapons. And you guys just each other. And last group alive wins. And
Dang.
that's it. They get like this.
So it's like a battle royale type thing.
Yeah, they get
I
this
got you.
stupid currency at the very end. I don't know.
Currency?
Yeah. You buy like afros and like sunglasses and stuff.
Afros,
Sounds
wow,
like an
the
interesting
ultimate
game.
prize. I'm sorry, Jason, so you were saying there are 100 players. Are these players all interactive, actual people playing that game at the same time?
Yes, they are actually, and there's a maximum of 4 people per team. You call that a squad, or you could do solo or duo with 2 people, and you guys just work together and communicate and make sure you win.
Okay. And then, Yumin, to what extent are you familiar with the game?
I mean, I play every once in a while, but I definitely have like a lot of friends who like go way too overboard and play like 10 hours a day, and like that's not an exaggeration. They just stay home and just play that game. But I mean, I think it's fun. Like you just get to drop in, and then just winning is just such a good feeling. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I've won all that much, but
Yeah, I
I'm sure it
definitely
is.
agree. So I'm not super familiar with the game, but I also do know people who just play for hours and hours on end. I'm not a big video game person, but what do you guys think makes the game so appealing, and how is it different from other video games that are addictive?
So what I've seen is that people say they compare the game to like the fanfare behind like the popular video game Modern Warfare 2, where like everybody was like a team, and that you acted towards a common goal. And people think that this game brings back like a nostalgic feel, and that's why they're so appealing. That's why this game is so appealing to like our younger college base. So that's what I've been told about what makes the game so appealing. But like I said, like I'm not much of a video game person anymore, so like it's really just baffling to me that you can just sit there for hours on end and play this kind of stupid game.
I think this game is appealing is because that it is based off of the battle royale that got popular, known as PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, which ranges between sales of $20 to $40. Now with Fortnite, it's free.
Okay.
But how they earn and pay off their development team is through microtransactions, such as buying cool costumes and certain weapons for their pickaxe to dig up stuff in the game. And I really think it's just the free aspect that really draws in these players.
So by microtransactions, do you mean the people who are playing the games will buy things internally from the game? Okay.
Yes, and to elaborate on that, it's just, it doesn't benefit your character per se. It's just to make your character look snazzy.
Cool.
Compared to everybody. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Be different than somebody else.
Yeah.
I
And
paid $9.99.
Tyler, you were touching a little bit on the social media aspect. And I was wondering if anyone else can elaborate. How is social media, people promoting their own games, their own players, how is that affecting the game and the popularity of the game as well?
Well, I think you said something about people on Snapchat or whatever. Like I'll go on Twitter, YouTube, or something like that, and it'll be like videos of like people killing each other, and I'm like, what is this? And I guess maybe somebody else saw it and was like, oh, what is this game? So they got the game. And
I think the game was like already pretty popular, and then just like people, like videos of people winning and like just everyone just getting all excited about someone winning, or if someone wins in like a particularly like interesting way, then I don't know, it's just easy to go viral because everyone who plays the game can just relate to it. So that's why.
Yeah, so it seems that with social media, a big trend with that is people just bandwagoning on one thing and really, really hyping it up. So we've seen in the last week, similar to Fortnite being hyped up, is the movie Black Panther. So to what extent do you think that Black Panther is living up to the hype that people are putting out on social media?
Well, I'm gonna go see Black Panther just based on the fact that I'm missing out on like all these jokes on Twitter. Like I see like all these people referring to like making Black Panther jokes. I'm just like, I'm not really understanding this. So like I'm seriously gonna go see it today. And like I don't really like it's like a cultural phenomenon now, just like the same thing with Get Out like a year ago, where like a whole entire month it felt like people were just making jokes from Get Out. And I felt so out of the loop, so I was like, I need to go see this movie. So like I'm like compelled to go watch this movie, and it's also one of the first like predominantly black African American movies where almost everybody involved in the movie is African American, and it's been one of those things that's been empowering for a lot of African Americans in America. And so they're sending like kids to go see it and stuff like that, even though it's a super violent movie. Makes zero sense to me why you would send a kid to go see it, but hey, do you? That's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna go see it mainly because like I'm a big Marvel fan, Avengers fan, and like it's like oh, here's what Black Panther's doing right now, and it kind of gets you like pumped up and excited for Avengers, and gonna go face Thanos and kill Thanos.
Yeah, I'm also like a Marvel fan too, but it's also like that cultural thing that Yubo was talking about. Like it has that like impact on our culture, so that's probably why it's like getting so much popularity and traction. But yeah, I'm really into Marvel, so that's why I want to go see it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry guys, but I hate the superhero series and everything, but I want to see it.
Are we gonna have a Fortnite right now?
All right, well, let's wait on that just a minute. So I actually saw Black Panther last week, and I'm not a superhero fan, but I did want to go see the movie, mostly because of all the things that I had been seeing on social media. But to what extent do you think that a movie that has a predominantly black cast with a black director has the power to affect students in school, especially African American students, seeing their representation on the big screens, having a huge Hollywood budget?
I think it's huge. I don't think you can understate the value of having a movie like Black Panther just be so successful. Generally speaking, in February, you see a lot of movies that are kind of cramped together because February isn't a super popular month to release a movie. It's either summer or early in the year. So you definitely see that the fact that they put so much money into a movie and they're releasing it in February on Black History Month, there's definitely like an extended thought behind that. And you're seeing this, it's like I said, referring back to my earlier point, it's just like a cultural phenomenon. Like literally everybody wants to see it, and I swear if you like slander the movie or talk bad about the movie, like your mentions on Twitter are just awful. So like I haven't seen one person like say a bad thing about it, and then when a critic did, like the critic was trending on Twitter the whole entire day. So like it just speaks to the fact that this movie is just so important to African American culture and black culture, and the fact that it's predominantly black and stuff like that. I definitely think you can't understate the huge impact on this. And I referred back to it as like the color purple, like I think it was 2007 or 8 when that happened. It's the same thing happened, but Black Panther's on a whole nother level.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to touch on with that is I have seen different trends. So with movies that are predominantly black gaining tons of popularity, such as Girls Trip, Straight Outta Compton, and
Uncle Drew's coming out.
Uncle Drew's coming out, and Black Panther as well. Are you guys hoping to see more movies that are predominantly black breaking the box offices like Black Panther did?
Yeah, I think I agree with most of the points that you said. Actually, if not then all, because having just a different race and how do I reword this actually? It's just in a progressive sense that experiencing this culture and perspective from someone who's actually from that culture and perspective.
Could not agree more. We are hoping to see a lot more of these movies such as Black Panther, but thank you so much to our panelists for coming out today and talking about Fortnite and Black Panther. I'm Lily Maslia, and thank you for joining us on A Campus View with BuckeyeTV.